people don't actually believe us when we said that if you buy a house through Bart Marek, we will actually come over and drink some beers with you, bring a prize pack, hang out, play Tea Party with your kids.
Well, let's address Tea Party for a
Let's talk
second.
Tea Party for a minute, if we will, gentlemen.
Let's get down to brass Tea Parties.
Well, we're here with brand new homeowners, Mike and Rhiannon, right?
He got it right on the first try. Look at this guy.
He's been nailing the names lately, so I can't even make the joke anymore.
No.
I wanted to say Rihanna. Because
you
everyone does.
I can hear your
I know
mind.
Rihanna. Rhiannon is
with
more unique.
But no, he came in through with the last end like a champ. Well done, sir.
That's what happens when I drink a couple beers. A couple more, I won't be able to talk. That's the problem. It's like playing pool. Like a couple beers, I'm great, and then after that, it's horrible.
Is it or is it not true that it took you 2 beers to actually participate in a tea party?
I'm like, I don't know. I
do not understand anything, little girl.
This is just plastic. Don't you understand? It's not real.
I'm glad I'm having 2 boys because I realize
I know your fake teapot makes glug glug noises, but you do know that that's fake.
too
logical.
That's bullshit. I understand.
There is no God, and your teapot is fake. What are you saying?
Be like, there's no such thing as an actual princess. It's like a princess die, and then the new princess, but they're just figureheads. They don't have any power.
All fake.
You don't understand the British system of government.
No, try to rein it in here. Yeah, Tom and Dan show up to your house. They bring beer.
Yes.
They bring prizes.
We have a listener and client keeping us on time. That's good. He's like, guys, rein it in. Enough of the fucking tea party.
It's true. So, okay, let's talk real quick about how you heard about Bart Marek. Obviously, if you say anything else besides us, we will cut that out. I heard it from
and I'll use your own words against you.
No. Like, I have no idea who you guys are.
It'll sound like he'll be like, I found out about you and Dan.
Tom and Dan, BDM, Tom and Dan. That's basically how it happened. No, I have to give credit where credit is due, actually. My wife became a BDM before I did.
No.
Yeah.
That rarely happens.
I mean, I've been listening to Dan on the radio for, 16 years now.
I apologize for that.
Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
I'm an asshole. But obviously started listening to Tom when he was on the Monsters and loved you guys. But she became the BDM first and would play the podcast all the time and hilarious. And like I was telling you earlier, one day, we'd heard about Bart on the
podcast.
The various
it's called a
commercials.
I
was thinking of commercials, asshole.
I heard of that thing. My wife's a real fan.
We heard it on your Less Than Radio show.
But
this is very sexist of me because when we set up the mics, we have 3 mics, right?
And we're like, you don't need one.
No.
Keep baking those dinosaur nuggies.
Yeah. I just give the mic to Mike, and instead I should have given it to his wife because his wife's a real fan. Mike just Mike just said,
this is going
your wife should be talking. She's the one who got you. Listen, if your wife hadn't started listening, you wouldn't be in this mansion right now, which I feel kind of embarrassed.
This is a mansion.
It's bigger than my house.
This place is awesome.
You must not be a podcaster because you have a nicer house than I do.
Yeah, this is very similar to my setup there, right? I mean, the styling and everything about the same year I think it was built. This place is great. So she. Listen, BDM,
Yep.
You heard about Bart.
The clouds parted one day, and the commercial came on, and Tom said, "Get rid of your piece of shit house in Deltona, and upgrade and get the house of your dreams, the house that you've always wanted."
Bart's cool because he lets us do what we want. And
he does. I asked him, I'm like, well, how do you get away with that shit? Like they go on there and just start.
It's really only the FCC and other uptight companies that want not allow you to talk like a human being.
Yeah.
But most of us know that if you live in a house that's less than savory, that you will refer to it as a piece of shit. And that's okay because we're all adults here, and it's our hard-earned money.
Yeah. And we tell him after, like, Bart, we cursed 7 times in your ad. He's like, all right. We're like, okay.
Bart's a human being.
In the interest of full disclosure, I did ask is it okay for me to swear during the ad? Because I don't want to mess with Bart because he did an awesome job for us.
Yeah, this place is awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously.
So you went from, you said, under 1,000 square foot house in Deltona. I lived in Deltona. I know.
Right.
There's a lot of zombies there.
But I will say to your credit, you guys look good because the old Deltona adage, smaller house, smaller target. So you're less likely to be messed with when you're not taking up as much ample in Walking Dead, they call them a horde, I think, or
Yeah.
You're less likely to get trampled.
So you hired Bart to sell your house in Deltona,
Absolutely.
and also to look for a new house for you.
Right, with the intention of sell that house and get into a new one almost immediately afterwards. So
That's
the
hard, that's
kids
hard
have
to
a
do.
wing, by the way, in this house.
I had like I had like this crazy idea, and I thought, well, once I bring this to a real person who does this all day long, they're just going to laugh their ass off and be like, hey, look, asshole, you need to reevaluate your plan here. But every time I said something to Bart, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, yeah, I can make that happen. And then once it came time to sell the house, he's like, and we're going to sell it for this amount. And I was like, what amount? Like, what amount can you get out of this house?
Look, he's the professional.
Yeah, exactly. But
Let him do it.
He came in and he took the pictures, and it made that little tiny house look like it was a gigantic, like you could live there and be comfortable and not and it was really outstanding.
Well, presenting it as a proper setup is super important because a lot of people, I have friends of mine that would go to sell their home, and this is going to probably come as a shock to you guys, but they wouldn't even clean it. And I'm like, you're trying to sell it. You're supposed to present it as if the person looking at it is going to look at it and go, oh, you know what's cool? That I could see myself living there. You know, I mean, like the fact that they don't even in some of those listings for homes. Tom and I talked about this. It blows my mind when somebody lists a home and then there's no photos.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you do that? Like, why?
They'll call.
A lot of them that we saw, they had like a lot of corner pictures. Like, here's one corner and another corner and another corner, and that doesn't make you want to buy a house.
Well, you don't live in the corners, unless you're Blair Witch Project, Then you're
standing there
shamed. You're shamed standing in the corner. Yeah,
Just
I know
put
what you're talking about.
Just put the Twitter egg. They'll call. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Put looks great.
Yeah.
Well, why would I believe you? You're not giving me anything to look at.
Just put the black and white cartoon picture of a house, with a chimney, and then house for sale.
All right, so you guys got rid of that one. You got into this one. If you don't mind me asking, we went from how many square feet to what are we in now?
Under 1,000 to almost 3,000. So basically triple the size of our previous
This is a
home.
huge house.
It is.
The kids
I
have
no
a
idea
wing. They have a wing upstairs.
And
no idea what to do with all
They
this
have that
room.
cool kid bathroom too, which is the one with the double doors. The door opens. Yeah, is it called a Jack and Jill? Oh,
I'm learning all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, but
this
you
is the breakfast nook we're at right now. I had no idea. I
Oh,
called it a table
I like
up
this.
until recently.
No. Bart teach you lingo.
he knows. Listen to Bart. He knows all the lingo.
Breakfast nook sounds fancy.
Yeah,
I want a breakfast nook.
A Jack and Jill bathroom.
Yeah,
I could make a lot of jokes about that, but I won't. I won't do it. But yeah, it's cool because there's a door for the same bathroom for the little boys' room. Door for the same bathroom, little girls' room. It's awesome.
And I was talking to Mike when he was giving me the tour, and he's like, I still wake up and I say, I can't believe I live in a house this nice. and this is an interesting conversation.
You live in a good house when there's an echo.
Yeah.
Because my house is so fucking big.
You're right. I just come in here and talk loud.
Hello.
Hey, you know what's an interesting cultural thing that we have.
Two beers. He's
talking cultural,
and he died. Bart Marek.
Back in the day, I think, and that you aspired to live in a house as big as you grew up in, right? But nowadays, I feel like people, especially in their 30s,
none of my friends buy houses other than you. Seriously, no one does.
But people live in houses that are better than they grew up in now. At the age, people retire in houses. Like your grandparents, you're able to buy a nicer house than your grandparents live in now, and maybe because we're just live beyond our means, which is probably in most cases we don't save anything.
What do you mean by
paycheck to paycheck?
What do you mean by that? I mean, I'm $40,000 in debt.
You live in a 4-story.
Yesterday I bought a 4-door Maserati. Pretty awesome.
We're good. Yeah,
it's the same model Stephen Kramer has. Our attorney.
But with that being said, I always I'm like, listen, I want the quality of life. When I'm old, then I'll live in a piece of shit. That way, I'm sorry to curse in front of your kids.
But that's all right. They're upstairs having a tea party, which you declined.
I know. And unless you're basically going to save a ton of money and then die with $500,000 in the bank, and that's what you want to do. Listen, live your life and enjoy, because we never know how long we're going to be living here. I don't know why I turned this into a very sad. I drink 2.
And one day I'm going to die in this house.
Everybody.
My children are going to leave me. And,
If you don't have a house,
it's all over at this point, really.
You don't live the way you want to live because life is fleeting.
It's going to be over soon.
I'm sorry.
This reminds me of a scripture.
I ate a giant, I didn't eat anything, and then I ate a giant barbecue sandwich. And then for some reason, I ate nothing else, and I drank 2 beers. Now I'm drunk, and I'm sweating.
If you don't mind, this is a quote from a very famous Elvis song called Mama Love the Roses. I kept a family Bible with a page that I opened. I put a rose deep inside. It was crushed between the pages like it found a place to hide.
No, but to Tom's point, if he has one, okay, is that Bart helped us get into the house that we want to live in.
How long did you search for the house?
Didn't take us long at all. We found it within a matter of what?
How long did it take you to sell?
Week to 10 days.
Just over 2 weeks.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Just over 2 weeks to sell our piece of shit house in
That's
Deltona.
not bad at all.
That's super fast.
No, yeah. We had a couple offers almost right away, and things happened really quick over there. He said, hey, we're going to get some offers pretty quick. If I put it at this price, and you'll get this price.
And it's exciting, right?
Yeah, it was. My head was spinning at the time because I had no idea that. I thought, a salesperson comes into your house and gives you a sales pitch.
Sure.
And that's not always the case, apparently, because some people just actually tell you what's going to happen and what you can expect.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what we got from Bart, because he said, hey, look, you're going to get,
Bart's a BDM. He doesn't pull the
No,
punches. He's like, look, this is what we're going to do. Boom.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
made it happen.
And then the stuff happens, and then you turn around, and a few weeks later, you're closing on the house that you've always wanted. So
this place is sick, man.
Yeah,
Crazy
yeah.
tile, awesome kitchen, recessed lighting. The kids, like I said, have a wing.
What year was this thing built in?
2006.
Oh, my God. So new. What do you do for a living?
I'm a supervisor. I manage people.
No,
I thought he was going to say, I run professional
manager.
tea parties for little girls, and you did not pass the test. I'd like you to leave my house right now.
No, it's perfect for me because I live right around the corner. And so I'm, 5 minutes from work now.
That was important to you, obviously, finding something near your... You'll save a lot of money doing that, man.
If at all possible, we made that happen, and it just so happened that the house we found was right around the corner from work.
Yeah,
so
I won't say
awesome.
where it's at, but your neighborhood is sick. It's like fancy town down
Yeah,
there.
it is. We have some friends here that live around the corner that we've been to the neighborhood. We've visited here a number of times, and I thought, no fucking way I'll ever live here.
Yeah, I also won't say, but I have relatives like really close in
no kidding.
that direction.
Yeah.
It's a great area.
Yeah,
man.
and I'm like, well, there's no way I'll live here because those guys are super rich. They both make a lot of money. But no,
you never know.
Yeah, we found the right deal. We found the right realtor, and everything came together at the right time with our old house and the new house. And like I said, I just couldn't be any happier with the fact that we went with Bart and everything went out well. So just
Well, to add to that a little bit, I will say that if you don't count yourself out, you never know really what. We were the lowest bid on our home.
Oh, okay.
Like, I know we were.
Yeah.
I know we were coming in like low, but you never know what your realtor can do. You never know whether or not your realtor is going to keep you organized, because sometimes it's all about the opportunity, staying on top of your paperwork. That's how I got my home.
Yeah.
Just staying on top of it.
Yeah, there was no phone call or text or email that went unanswered.
Yeah, having somebody work for you is the reason a lot of times these sort of things work. So, man, I'm really excited for you.
Let me
guys.
tell you a true story, and then we'll end with this. I
think I know where you're
when
gonna
I bought my house in Deltona, I was under the impression that
I was going to say under the influence.
Sorry. Well, that's
Sorry, I'm going to bear soul now. It's about to get real
I know,
grimy.
right?
I
Bart just walked outside.
I told my wife, I was like, we don't need a realtor. I'll do my own negotiation, and I'll get this house because we don't need to pay any realtor any money. And then I didn't know. I called the person, and he's like, hello. And I'm like, hey, do you own this house and in Deltona? He's like, yes. And I'm like, I'll give you $178,000. And then literally that. And the guy was like, what? And I'm like, 178. And he's like, 180, and I'm like 179. Like, yeah. Then
179.99.
Then we sold the house for $36,000. A stunt 4 years later, and that's what you get.
Oh, I have tears in my eyes.
Yeah, and then
you are very sad.
and
today.
then my wife says, "You're a fucking idiot. What the hell are you doing?" And
this is the best Bart Marek commercial I've ever heard.
that's what happens when you try to do it yourself.
Don't do it yourself.
Literally,
Don't, man.
I didn't know
Don't.
what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
I offering money. I don't even know. No home inspection.
No.
They turn my crazy.
I see it for sale by owner's son, and I just shake my head. And I think I'm like, if you only knew, because I only know a little bit of what Bart did, and
It's worth paying, though. It's worth paying for somebody that's going to work for you. We live in a day and age, I think a lot of times people think that they can do a lot of things. Like, I'm pretty confident in things that I can do. Like, maybe
Eat barbecue and edit.
Drink a beer. I'm good with that.
Talking to this thing.
Yeah, talking to a microphone. But like seriously, like around the studio, fixing, like today, I fixed a couple of little sound issues, some internet issues, like maybe putting in a hard drive. I can do this sort of stuff.
Real man.
But there's a lot of stuff that's so far over my head, and there's a lot of stuff that like I don't even enjoy.
Yeah.
So why not let somebody that's actually good at it, enjoys it? I mean, I know for a fact, well, I don't know for a fact, but I'll look back at him when I ask this. You get a special enjoyment out of knowing you got the deal, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, when you get it done right, that's a kind of you get off on it a little bit. I would. Mm.
This is kind of a special sale in that with every sale, obviously, you do it because I want to make money. That's what I'm here to do.
Absolutely,
But when you take someone like Mike and Rhiannon and their kids and get them into a bigger house, there is something that's better that makes it, it makes it fun and cool. It makes you feel good at the end of the day. Because I'll tell you this, what I do is a lot of work through the day behind the scenes, and it is rewarding when you get to that final line. Every transaction is a marathon, and when we finally get there, it feels good. It's nice to come in and see you guys enjoying a new house. Big kids obviously enjoy it. So tea parties and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
We're tea party crazy here at this house. Absolutely. Yeah.
I had to turn it around and make it happier. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know. Well,
It bummed me. The cops are here.
He's trying to they have the baby monitor out. We have baby monitors now because you can't hear every single thing that happens in our house like we used to in our old house. So
you didn't need a baby monitor.
no, because you were like I calculated it out because I played baseball growing up. You were 60 feet from the place you eat, the place you shit, the place you sleep, the place you watch television. That was the layout of the old house.
Man.
Yeah, but now it's obviously a whole different story. So yeah, it's been awesome.
One thing does make me feel better, even though you have a nicer and bigger house than I do. You have the regular Poro, just audio.
No,
monitor.
Definitely, yeah.
I got the one with video. No big deal, but I'm just saying. I got a really nice video, and you can zoom in, and then you can move it left or right.
There's two BDMs in this house, pal. So we pay like $6 a month. You can afford that kind of thing.
Makes me feel better. Well, Mike,
I think we just lost 2 BDMs. This is
cancel.
This has been terrific.
Thank you very much, and thank you for using Bart. And we appreciate using our sponsors, and we hope everybody else has used our sponsors, so Bart continues to make us rich.
Yeah, I also appreciate the fact that part of our job is to come to happy listeners' brand new mansions and drink beer in their homes. I don't know who thought of that. I think it was Bart, but I think it's pure genius.
Yeah,
it was you.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah.
You know what? I don't give you enough credit. Fuck tea parties.
Yeah. You happen to have any stained glass I could have? Got some sweet stained glass from the last guy.
I hear that's your thing. And we hit all the stained glass.
We like to come to is there anything you can give us? We like to come to your house and then look for something we like.
I got some extra marble counters.
We'll take it.
Yeah. All right. And I think we have a deal.
Outstanding. Yeah. If you're a BDM, use Bart. Absolutely. He will get you what you want when you want it.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.